What's going on, guys? My name is Jonathan Day. I'm the media director at Roman Empire Gym right here on this screen here. And I've been able to grow the page to 153,000 followers within 3 years. And what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to share you some of the tips that I've learned along the way and hopefully inspire you and give you some clarity on how you can start to post on social media and start growing your following and getting a whole lot more opportunities. Now, the first thing I want to point out, why are we going to be posting on social media in the first place? Well, one of the main reasons is that, listen, if you have two businesses, and let's say for this example, it is a gym. You have one gym, it's got 500 followers, and they post a couple flyers, Happy 4th of July, and that's about it, right? No pictures of the facility, or it's just real cringy, right? You have that, and then you have someone considering going to the next place. Boom, Roman Empire Gym. 153,000 followers, tons of videos, tons of content of the gym, and you just go through here and you look at it, and it's showing off machines and cool, like showing how cool the building is. Who are you going to pick? Even if this was a coffee shop, one coffee shop, 200 followers, hasn't posted since last year, versus the other one has been posting every single day on the story, showing what they're making, brand new flavors that are coming out, brand new stuff. You're going to go to that one. Why? Because you trust it. They're active, they're there, they're participating, like they're doing their thing. And you're just going to miss out on so many customers because it's just like Google reviews or Yelp reviews. People are going to the place that they believe is not the worst, right? Like, yes, I want it good. I don't care if it's like super good, but most people just don't want to make a bad choice and have a bad experience. And by having a social media following, you're kind of helping them understand that it's going to be a good experience. Now, one of the other things I want to talk about, it amplifies word of mouth. It gets people talking about you. We've had so many people come into the gym in the local area because they've seen it on social media, and they came and they purchased guest passes, they purchased memberships, they tell other people about it. I mean, we've had people coming from Australia, all over the world, because they've seen our videos. And you have to remember that the word of mouth is the most powerful thing that can market your business. And you need to make sure that you are tapping into it. Now, one note of caution, make sure that you have a good product or service. If you don't, the negative word of mouth is going to crush you. So you don't want to start marketing too much until you feel like you're pretty confident that you are able to deliver a good experience. It doesn't have to be crazy. Just make sure you're doing things right and you genuinely care about helping people, because if you genuinely don't care, the word will get out. Trust me, take care of your people. What is it, right? The other thing is you're going to be attracting more opportunities. At the gym here, we've been able to collaborate with brands like Dark Sport. Mr. Beast came to the gym. Freaking, what is it? Yeah. Gymshark. I mean, dude, we saw David Lade there. Like, this is really, really cool stuff that we got a chance to experience because they saw some social media, right? Like, just, I mean, look at all this content. C4. So you get these opportunities because they're able to find you. And had you not been out there and had your business not been promoted, people just don't know you're there. Like, I promise you, there are people who walk into the gym and they have millions of followers, and I've never heard of them. And that just goes to, and a lot of people never heard of them. And it goes to show how big these people's accounts can be and how little anyone knows about you. So, like, if you're really, really small, no one really knows about you. So, even with our followers, you might see 153,000 and think that that's insane. I promise you, so many people don't even know we're there. And you have to remember that. Even as repetitive as it seems, posting every single day, you got to keep at it, okay? Because people don't know you're there. Now, let's move into a couple lessons that I've learned. One of the things that I want to advise, make sure you're posting every single day. Like, once a day is a really, really good goal to strive for. So, I think posting once a day is a really, really good thing to do because it's going to allow you the volume in order to get better. So, if with anything, right? Like, you have to be consistent. So, you need to be making sure that you're posting at least once a day. Be very consistent, right? Once daily. Be consistent. You've got to see the results. So, as you're posting once a day, it's going to allow you to make videos faster. Okay, there's something called iteration velocity, which means if you develop a product or you post a video, anything, right? The second you make it, you get feedback from it, and then you improve it, and then you make another version. And that's what we do with the videos. You make a video, you post it, you watch it, you see how it does, and then you take note. What could I have done better? Could I spoke differently here? Could I showed more angles? Could I demonstrated this? Could I do that? And then when you make the second video, it's 1% or more better. Okay. And you continue to do that every single day, and the videos get better. And then once you start seeing the views for each video, that'll tell you what people like. So you got to commit to posting. You have to. You just have to do it. Okay. And at least doing it once a day. And I also want to say, just pick one platform. Don't go crazy. Don't go scattering your attention over LinkedIn, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram. Like, pick one. The one that you currently know the most about and that your customers are more than likely on. Okay? Focus on that platform. If you have a very young audience, go to TikTok. If you've got middle-age audience, go to Facebook. All right? If you got a little mix, go to Instagram. Just pick one, master it, because you want to be posting stories, you want to be using the stickers, you want to do the reels and the carousels, all right? But it's going to take a little bit of time to learn all that stuff, especially if you're starting out. So you really want to just pick one, forget the rest, and just focus on that, because it is much better to do that than to pick all these platforms and you only post once, and it takes up so much time, and you're just going to make it so complicated. And honestly, when you're running a business, like, you already feel like you don't have a lot of time. So if you're sitting here trying to also post, like, it's not going to be something you stick to. So, right. And then the other thing, don't get emotional about the views. Social media platforms have significantly changed. It is no longer about your followers. It is all about every little individual piece of content is going to go straight to someone based on their interest. Not like, yes, it will go to followers if you have followers, but this is the key. You'll see it on your page, right? The for you. That is massive. All the content, like, the algorithm is looking at the content you consume and trying to feed you more of it. Okay, these platforms want you to stay on the platform consuming content, because then you consume more ads. And so, when you make content that keeps people on the platform, they're going to reward your stuff. But to get there, to get to the point where we're making good videos, we have to do the volume, and you have to make your iterations, and you have to get better. But that is ultimately what the platform is trying to do. It wants you to post good stuff so that people are staying on the platform. So, content that is made, right? Like, you're going to notice, just keep it simple, right? The people that are in the gym are interested in fitness. So, health, fitness. So, they want to see workouts. There's a crowd of people who want to see cool gym equipment, which is what we really focus on. So, I'll show you the videos that are doing really, really good are us showing off the equipment. Look at this crazy looking gym equipment that actually feels amazing. I like to take a news like headline approach. So, I go through here, and here we are demonstrating the machines. This is very interesting to people. When you go to the gym, you want to see what the equipment looks like. So this is an attraction. This is like a product demo, right? Show off your product. How does it work? What does it do? Like, show me. Don't just tell me. Show me what it does. So for our crowd, they're going to see these machines being demonstrated, and it's going to make them want to try it. Okay? That's an example of what we do there. So you want to figure out what are these people that are following you, your ideal clients, interested in. If you're flipping real estate, then teach them, what's going on behind the scenes. Here's how I got this house. Here's how I found the house. Here's the first step in the process. Break it up into a couple little videos, and then just stick to that one little topic and talk about it. Like, pull out your phone and just talk to them like you would a natural reaction that happens in the wild, in the wild of the world. Okay, so that's what we want to do. You want to make sure that you're not so caught up about building followers and you're getting discouraged because you think it's going to take years in order to get there. Now, it might take a while to get the followers, but the main like boost that we got that brought us so many followers on the gym page was because of that 9 million view video and the ones that followed after it. It was only a handful of videos that made the biggest jumps in our followers. And you are not that far away. You just have to post. And those videos are like freaking grand slams. And those are going to bring the people in. The other ones are just your daily deposits. But you can't predict which one's going to be the big win. So that's why you need to post every single day. And you just need to stick to it. Next, I want you to figure out what people want to watch. Like, you need to be honest with yourself. Is the video you're making good? And even if you don't feel like it is in the beginning stage, you need to make it anyway. But over time, you need to constantly assess whether or not this actually makes sense. So study the content you're consuming. And it helps if you're actually looking up people in your industry. And if you can't find anyone, then that's tough, but there's somebody out there making content in a way that makes you actually want to watch it. If you're doing somebody with home remodeling and you're teaching how to redo the tile in a shower, right? If you're interested in home remodeling, you're going to get shown that video. And if it's a decent video that went straight to the point, was just like, here's how to do it, you're going to like it. So this is kind of the way you want to think about it, right? What do those people want to see for the gym? They want to see the gym, the atmosphere, right? Gyms are big. I want to know what it's going to be like to train in this facility, and I want to see the equipment that I'm going to get the chance to train on. So that's what I like to show off. And with any other business, you really want to, you can educate them on what you do. If you're an auto repair shop, then show the customer how you do a brake job, how to change wipers, how to do some simple stuff. Teach them how. And what that's going to do is, for the most part, that's just going to show them that you know what you're doing, and they're going to reach out to you and going to have you do it for them. That's usually all how, like always how it goes. If I start talking about social media marketing and how to boost your account and grow it, and you start to do it and realize you just don't have the time to really commit to it, but I've shown you things that work, you're more likely to want to reach out to me and work with me because you already see that I know the works and the tactics and the way it works. Same thing if it's landscaping and you're showing how we do this and how we do that and how we take care of the customer this, and we use this material instead of this one because it lasts longer. Like those are some of the ideas that you want to use. That's kind of the way you want to approach it. Now, other thing, you can tell some stories. You can tell some interesting stories just for fun about like interactions you had with a customer or this and that. Just something that kind of captivates people or tells them this or that. So that's just one of those things here. The other thing, the next one is always choose to go authentic, like just raw versus edited videos. Okay, an edited video will not make a bad video better. It'll make it worse and it will repel people. If you keep putting out bad content, you're going to condition the people who, when they see your stuff, they're like, I'm good. I don't want to see it. I know it's trash. And you might go through that in the beginning phases until you get better. And people will eventually notice that, like, oh, this stuff's getting good. Oh, he's starting to put more efforts into this. Oh, like they're happy when you make better videos because they can actually enjoy watching it now. But before, when you're making crap, they don't want to see it. They're like, oh, cool, you're marketing. I don't watch your stuff, right? So you keep posting, and eventually you can turn those people who didn't like it into people who love it. And they'll see that growth. They want to cheer you on. So it's good. Like, make sure you're making those improvements because you will turn those heads. And getting like a camera will make things extremely complicated for you. So I highly suggest learning how to just create content with your iPhone. If you have the money and you can delegate it to somebody, that's amazing. You'll shortcut it. They have 100% of their focus nailed down on that one specific task. So they're more likely to grow a lot faster that way. But if you really are like trying to do things yourself, like pull out your iPhone, pick your platform, learn how to post some basic stuff, right? Take a picture, talk about what you're going to do. Like you need to talk about yourself. If it's like when it's you as the individual, the owner of the company, and you're at that stage, and like maybe you do have some employees, but like you're the face, you do want to talk about not just your service, but like what it's like to be you. All right. That's one of the fascinating things that people love is learning what it is to be you. What does your life look like? Like, I want to know what you think. What do you go through? What do you deal with? How do you make your money? Right? How do you take care of this and do that? That is the most interesting thing. So, whatever the industry is that you're in, it's good to talk about you. And there's a lot of us out there who don't like to post because we don't want to share too much. I don't want to bother people with what I'm doing, but you got to suck it up. You got to realize and change that perspective and realize, dude, they want to see me. They want to know what I'm up to. And I'm going to show them what I'm up to. So you want to let them know all the stuff that's happening. And yes, it does require you being a little bit more vulnerable about the things that are going on, but that makes you real. It makes you human. Talk about what's happening. Really, like, show them. And they will support you and they will go along for the ride. And anybody who doesn't, the little comments and trolls, just ignore it. I mean, the more confidence you have in yourself, you're not going to be bothered by stuff like that. So double down on that. And oh yes, you need to accept your new identity. When you start posting on social media, or even when you think about starting to post, you're probably going to think, this isn't me. Like, oh, I feel like a fake. Like, this just isn't the thing that I see myself doing. But if you want to stay consistent, you're going to have to close your eyes and you're going to have to visualize you doing this 1,000 times and let that sink in. Yes, I pull out my phone and I do take these pictures and I do make these videos and I do talk to my camera because I'm here to promote my business and advertise so that I can do well and I can help the customers who are trying to find me. Okay? Customers are so hungry for honest business, for people who care. Like if I could bottle up caring, you could sell it for millions. You could sell it for so much money. It is so valuable to have a human being who genuinely cares about you. Like that is extremely valuable. And so it's so important that if you really do care about helping your customers, that you advertise and that you tell them, I'm here. I'm your life raft. If you're dealing with these roofing issues and you are so scared to deal with someone who's going to rip you off, reach out to me. I've got you taken care of. That's what they want to see. They want to see that they can trust you, that you have their interest in mind. All right. Like I said earlier a little bit, use your phone. Okay? Just use your phone. Don't make it complicated. Don't grab a camera. You just need to keep it simple. All right, guys? A camera is going to complicate things so much. You know, a lot of people are, hey, brother, I got a camera and now I'm ready to promote. I'm like, you got a camera? Do you got an SD card? Do you got a computer? Do you got editing software? Do you got Photoshop? Do you got a way to export that and get it onto your phone? Like, do you understand how to color grade, shoot, all this stuff, expose, shutter speed? Like, you get the point. There's a whole lot more that comes with buying a camera. Your iPhone, it just does it. And you got to remember, most of the stuff that is online that you're probably consuming is from a phone. So just use the dang phone. And if you really can't do it, delegate the work. Like if you got the budget, delegate it. If not, figure it out. Okay? All right. Like I said earlier, pick a platform and master it. And then when you're getting really, really good at that, you can post more and multiple times a day. Then maybe you can expand and start to pick a couple other platforms that like naturally feel good, right? If you choose Instagram, it's very easy to toggle on a switch and automatically post to Facebook. So that's like two birds in one stone situation. But if you go to TikTok or YouTube Shorts, yes, you do have to individually post it on there. So again, think about where the majority of your customers are that consume that content and pick that platform. So next, here is how it works, right? I'm going to retouch on this because it's so important. The algorithm does what is called audience matching. Audience matching, okay? If you are making content about dogs, then it's going to pair it with people who consume dog content. So, whatever your business is, so let's see, right? If I'm in the gym business, then you're going to want to see, let's see, gym tours or reviews. And we'll move on to another industry here in a minute, but they want to see gym tours, reviews, equipment. They want to see training or workouts, right? Let's see what else we got here, right? If you're in landscaping, then you're going to think, okay, well, landscaping would fall under home improvement, right? So figure out what's my industry, okay? What do I do? And then how does it, like, what topic is that going under? And when you figure out what the topic is, then you can start to make a bunch of stuff around that topic. All right? So pick the topic, figure out what that is, and then match it to your business. That's a handful, guys. There's so much more to it, but like I said, you got to get started and just keep it stupid simple. Okay? Just to recap everything here, post once a day, keep going, just keep committing to making better videos, accept that this is what you do, that you are here to advertise and have confidence in yourself. Like, this is me, this is what I do. I'm here to promote because I care, and I'm here to find these customers who need somebody to hold their hand and make sure that things go well. All right, they're going to thank you for it, and you're going to get a ton of referrals, and social media is going to open up a massive opportunity for you to make more money, to bring on more team, to attract more talent. So, is it worth it? Yes. Will you regret it if you don't do it? Absolutely. You will regret it. That is not even a question. So, if you guys need help, if you have any questions, reach out to me. I'd love to help you out. Have a good day.